I'm Lisa Combs, and today's topic in Behavior Bites is going to be kind of a short one. It's going to be something that's really just intended as something to get you thinking and maybe having conversation with your colleagues about. And it's what I'm calling no strings attached fun, okay? So a big part of kids' motivation to behave and to follow expectations and be compliant is a sense of belonging and a sense of wanting not to impair a good relationship with their teacher, with the cafeteria worker, with the principal. And so it's really important that our kids have a sense of joy and a sense of enjoyment about their time and their interactions with you. And so oftentimes the kiddos that we spend all of our time thinking about in terms of the challenges we have with them, we're feeling defeated about it, and they get a sense of defeat about the school environment and about the classroom or about recess or about the cafeteria or about the social requirements of the school day. And so we really need to think proactively about the need for kids to have some positives that are just no strings attached, that they don't have to earn, that they don't have to meet a special expectation for, but that are just givens because you are a member of our class, because you are a member of our school family. And so I really always asked when I was an intervention specialist myself, and I worked at the elementary level, but when I got new students and that I was going to be working with throughout the year, I would always find a time to talk to their homeroom teacher and ask, let's sit down and talk about what the non-negotiables are and what are the students' no strings attached just because you're part of our class opportunities for enjoyment. Because that was a conversation that arose out of the fact that there was a time period in which some of my students were never getting recess, were never getting lunch with their class, were never getting to go to class parties, were not getting to go on field trips. And the result was a student who really had pretty much nothing to look forward to about coming to school. And so when you have set that situation up, and the student is not having any natural reasons for wanting to be at school, then it becomes a foregone conclusion that they don't have a lot of incentive to play the school game, to do what's expected. So we need to make sure that we've had that conversation intentionally about our students who are struggling behaviorally. Where are there no strings opportunities for joy, fun, engagement, belonging, so that we make sure we haven't removed all of that from our students. There needs to be some non-negotiable. These are things that you are welcome to and included in just because you are a member of our classroom or school community or family. So I'd like for you to just take some time this week to really jot down the things that are the no strings attached opportunities for your students to feel a sense of belonging, a sense of joy, a sense of enjoyment and connection with you. And that may even spark some conversation or some thought about those really, really super challenging students and who they're connecting with and how you can reach out and connect with them and create a relationship that gives them a reason to want to be at school, that gives them a reason to want to be a productive, contributing member of the community. It might even incentivize you to find a time in your day that you could maybe spend 2 or 3 minutes just talking to that student about a preferred area of interest of theirs, or connecting with that student at lunchtime once every couple weeks to invest that extra opportunity for engagement, interaction, joy, fun that the student doesn't have to earn. So I'll give you an example of a great conversation, a great reflection from a teacher that I worked with a couple of years ago. And we had a student who had some pretty challenging behaviors, and we had come up with a behavior, intervention plan whereby if the student earned so many stars or stickers or points, whatever it was, by the end of the week on Friday, the teacher would have lunch with that student. And we thought that would be very motivating to him because he was a very attention motivated student. And so I came back a couple weeks and asked the teacher how it was going. And she said, well, you know what? I ended up turning the whole plan upside down because we were driving each other crazy every week by Wednesday. So he was never getting the reward of that time with me on Friday. And I said, so how did you change it around? And she said, I decided that I was going to present it as, I would like to have lunch with you every Monday. And no strings attached. I just want to have lunch with you. And so she began having lunch with him every Monday and was amazed to find that she did not need an intervention plan the rest of the week, because that connection that was made, the no strings attached connection, was enough to make that student connect, feel engaged, and want to be a contributing, positive member of her classroom. So have some conversation with your colleagues this week about what no strings attached opportunities are there for your students, especially your students who are having challenging behaviors. What opportunities do they have for no strings attached fun, engagement, joy, connection? Thanks. Have a great day.